Today's segment of The Next Chapter is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
Swipe.
Mike, glad to see you.
He's already a rock star in the South for creating some countless mega hits in various languages. And lately, Devi Prasad, or DSP as he's fondly called, has been winning over fans from all walks of life. His compositions for Pushpa rocked the charts from the north to the south, and recently it also earned him a national award for Best Music.
Let me start by saying congratulations. You have added another feather to your cap by winning a national award for your music in Pushpa. We loved the music. Tell me, has the feeling sunk in yet? Because this is the highest honor any artist dreams of. How are you feeling about it?
First of all, even before I start off with that, I think I should give a wholehearted huge thanks to each and everyone who has loved this music and me, and who has been giving me love forever. So thanks to you all, because without that this is not possible. So also thanks to my director Sukumar sir, who made this whole dream called Pushpa, and my producers, my 3 movies, and of course my brother, my dearest friend, our icon star Allu Arjun, and also our audio labels Aditya Music and Bhushan Kumar sir of T-Series. So, and all my musicians and team, of course.
How can we not talk about Allu Arjun sir? I mean, what a great honor. Even he won the national award for Pushpa. Did you guys celebrate together? What was it like, a special moment? What was it like?
It was so special because we were childhood friends and also family friends. And then our careers also more or less started the same time. Then it's kind of, we grew together, you know. And finally, both of us together in the same film receiving the national awards is something that excited both of us. And even the other day, he put up a beautiful post saying that, you know, winning it with my childhood friend is like a joy. Even after I received the national award, I came back and first I went to him and hugged him, because it is something that only both of us know.
As they say, music knows no languages.
Exactly.
And I think all the musicians have always known that.
Yeah.
But now do you feel like over the period of time, you know, the songs in every language is being received with open arms?
People never have any boundaries to listen to music that they like. Because, let me go even further back, like even when we were kids, when we were listening to some Arabic songs, let's take Michael Jackson's music itself. Do we all understand what the words are, what he's singing? Nothing. As kids, we never understood anything. But still we loved it. That is the power of music. That's why we say music has no language. And then even take, I still remember some songs like, Arabic songs like Didi and all that, Khalid.
Very popular.
Didi, Didi, Sirdi, wo. So language actually never matters unless and otherwise you want to understand the meaning. But if the music is like too good and music is catchy, and that is definitely going to, you know, make a place in your heart. Previously, I used to try taking one of my songs and putting it in every language.
Right.
Like when I did Ringa Ringa. So then Salman Bhai wanted it as in his film. Then I made it as Dinka Chika. We made it as, so that again rocked. So then when I did Daddy Mummy Hai Na Ghar Pe, first we did in Telugu. That was a different film for Chiranjeevi sir. Then I did that in Tamil, in a different film, not the same remake or something. It's a different film, different story with Vijay sir. And then Bhushan sir asked for the song in Hindi, then we did it in another film. But in all the 3 languages, it still is a blockbuster.
Daddy mummy, daddy mummy, daddy mummy hai nahi ghar pe, pichle kamre mein ghus ke kuch to karenge chup ke mil zara.
Comes to, you know, dubbing your tracks in Hindi, do the lyricists try to match the lips with words, or are they being true to the actual meaning of the song?
Okay, Now, this is a very tricky, not a tricky question, but this is a tricky act itself, tricky process while we do it. It's not an easy process at all because, for example, if you want to say, मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ, okay, मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ. This is the lip. But in case I want to say this in Telugu, నేను నిన్ను ప్రేమిస్తున్నాను. There is no.
Quite a.
And if I want to say it in Tamil, నా ఉన్న కాదలిக்கிறேன். This is like all the close and open is totally ulta. So now if the same scene is short, or as a matter of fact, let's keep it. If this is a lyric, if the same thing is short, then how do you match the lip if you want to say the same feeling?
Right.
Then you got to figure out a way to still, because you can't change the emotion, you can't change the meaning of it, because as per the story, that's what the girl or the guy is singing on this
The
screen.
context is needed.
The context is that.
Right.
So you can't change the context, but you need to change the words.
సొంపులున్న ఆ ఒంపులు దేదే సిటీ మార్ సిటీ మార్ సిటీ మార్ సిటీ మార్ సిటీ మార్ ఎన్టీఆర్ ఏఎన్ఆర్ మెగా స్టార్ శక్తి మార్ శక్తి మార్.
So, but in the process of changing the words, what happens is just to fit in the lip, you twist and turn the words around, and then that sounds awkward.
Right.
That doesn't sound
Yeah, it
like
doesn't
a straight
fix it, yeah.
thing. It sounds
You can
like,
hear
oh,
it, you can
something is wrong about
yeah,
this.
something is off about this.
Yeah, exactly. So that's when people don't catch it. That's why some songs, they become a blockbuster in one language, but when you try to translate them to the other language, it doesn't catch up really well because it sounds like alien to them. Sometimes music is good if it is totally ununderstandable. Like if you're listening to an Arabic song, you won't analyze that. But if you're listening to your own language and if your own language is sounding wrong, that's a problem.
That's a problem. That's another problem actually.
That is a problem.
That is a problem.
That's the only problem. That's why sometimes you end up liking the song in the other language that you don't know than the language that you know.
That you know, yes.
Because you have the capacity to analyze your own language.
Correct.
And you feel that you become the boss of it.
Wow.
You start finding, oh, arre, ye nahi chal raha hai, or something.
It just connects with your heart straight
galat
away.
hai yaar, or oh, no, this is not the, because you know the language.
You know the language.
This is not the way we speak, we can say. But when it is like totally alien to you, then you don't judge it. You're like, arre, even if the word doesn't have a meaning, you'll celebrate the word.
You celebrate the
Like, antawa, ammawa, antawa. Nobody knew the meaning of antawa, but they liked the sounding of it.
అంటవా మావా అంటవా మావా హాయ్ అంటవా మావా అంటవా మావా.
So sometimes that is the power of phonetics. So phonetics, when it is good, it just catches you. Like how I said, like Arabic song, some Chinese song. we
is
sing.
very
Like for me, when I listen to a Punjabi song, like Hindi, I understand, but a pure Punjabi song, I don't understand a thing, but I love the sounding.
Yeah.
Something
There's a celebration in that part. We all love it actually. Right?
I like the sounding of it. It's so musical.
ਜੱਜ ਵੀ ਸੁਣਾਉ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਨੀ ਰਾਜ ਵੱਲਦਾ ਨੀ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਫੁੱਲ ਫੇਰ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਜੇਬ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਫੀਵ ਲੱਭੀਆਂ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਚੱਲਦਾ.
You started at the age of 19 when you made your debut
Yeah,
as
even
a
before like 16
music.
and a half, 17, I
16
started
and
my
a half.
first film.
So tell me, how did Devi Sri Prasad became the rock star DSP? When did this happen? Who came up with this?
So, Devi Sri Prasad is my full name. Like, I'll also tell you a small sweet flashback about my name. Devi is my grandmother's name. Prasad is my grandfather's name. So, my dad named me after them. But the sweetest thing in this is not my dad's parents. The names are of my mom's parents, which my dad took and named me. So that's how their bonding was. So my grandmother's name was actually Devi Meenakshi. So from there he took Devi. Prasad Rao से उन्होंने प्रसाद लिया और दोनों को ज्वाइन कर दिया और बीच में श्री डाल दिया. When I slowly started doing my movies and all, the reviews and on the net they started writing like this guy Devi Sri Prasad. Then slowly it became D Sri
DSP.
D. Sri Prasad,
D.C. Prasad,
D.
yes.
S. Prasad, D. Sri P, and all kinds of. And finally, they started writing as first they'll write Devi Sri Prasad. Then DSP said, DSP. Then it became DSP. But in my school, my friends used to call me DSP.
Wow.
And make fun of me. Like fun in sense, I always used to write like the D capital EVA and S capital RA and P capital RASD.
Right.
So they used to call me DSP for fun.
Right.
So I used to dress up like police and say, hey, I'm DSP and all these, like how the kids play. Then I didn't take it much serious. But I never told that to anyone. But eventually it became from the reviews and the fans started, once they start loving you, they have their own short forms. Then it became DSP. But the rockstar thing, how it came was, I'm known down south for singing and dancing on stage. And because I'm a Michael Jackson lover, that's how actually I started making pop music only. Then when I became a music composer. So these anchors and the MCs, when they call me on stage, they used to say, okay, now we have DSP to rock this day, DSP to rock this day, rock karke. Then suddenly they started going, rockstar DSP, rockstar DSP. One more thing I wanted to say is when I was about to sign with the audio label, when I was starting off, then they said, when they saw me, I was like not even like 16, I was still in like 10th or 11th, something like that. So they looked at me and I used to be so lean like that. Okay, so they looked at me and they said, okay, when we read your name, Devi Sri Prasad, we thought, there's some elderly person because your name sounds so matured. But for your age, I think this is not the name, Shumi. You should make it as Devi, D-A-V-Y or the D or something. They suggested a lot of names, you ought to be the,
rock.
Yo man.
Yeah, man. Go for it, yeah. D, yo man.
I said, sir, do whatever you want with me, but I will not change my name. And whatever I'm going to do in life, I'm going to do it on this name only. I said, and I walked away without, I said, I don't want this agreement, and I walked away. So then they called my dad. Sir, your son is very adamant. He complained.
Self-respect, you believe in it.
My father asked, what did you do? He said he can't change his. I said, he's my son. He was so proud of it.
That was the
That man was like, oh my God, his father is even worse.
जो बादल छाए तब साथ हम रहे बहारें आए तब साथ हम रहे जले जब सूरज तब साथ हम रहे ढले जब चंदा तब साथ हम रहे.
One final question to you. How soon do we get to see you? And I guess there's another innings of sorts as an actor that is coming and all the way. Tell us about it. What next?
Okay, so this actor thing has always been there. Like many directors and producers, they wanted me to make me act and see me on screen. But my primary goal was not that. But I was always more engrossed in music. But I think after pandemic is what then I actually started giving, okay, why not? Because a lot of things have been changing. Like we are still alive itself is a boon.
Okay.
So why not do everything when you're alive?